I'm Rebecca, and I didn't know how to slackline when I started highlining. Usually people think that you need to be able to slackline well to be able to highlight, but since Highline Freestyle has become popular, this is not true anymore. In this video, I want to explain you 4 tricks that you can do in your very first session on a highline. You only need 2 prerequisites. The first one is that you need to be able to get from under the line on top of the line while being clipped into your hangover, but don't worry about this one, you can practice it above the ground until you feel comfortable with it. The second one is that you need to know someone who knows how to rig a highline and knows how to body check you, and this one might be a bit more complicated. But when you have checked these 2 off, you're ready to go. All 4 tricks can be done while being clipped into your hangover. This has 3 main advantages. The first one is that you don't need to leash climb, which is a lot less exhausting at the beginning. The second one is that you don't fall as far, making it a bit less scary. The third one is that you don't have to handle your leash, pay attention to where it is, which is also nice at the beginning. And in case you wondered, we've tested, this works for both men and women. Before we start with the specifics of the tricks, let's first talk about the timing. It's similar for all of them. You don't want to start when you're at the bottom of the bounce. That's too early. You don't want to start at the top of the bounce. That's too late. You want to start in the middle when going up between the bottom and the top. The first trick that I want to explain is the Korean roll. For this trick, you sit upright on the line with one leg on each side. This is the position called Korean. You should never sit in the middle, but always slightly on one butt cheek. To get bounce in this position, you just bend your knees, move your legs up and down. To start the roll, you grab with one hand in front of you, one hand behind you, and then in the middle on the way up, you just throw yourself to one side and you will arrive back at the other side on top of the line in Korean again, and you've completed your first trick. Of course, you can also try it the other way around. The second trick that I want to explain is the chest roll. For this one, you lay down on your chest, grab with one hand and the opposite leg. To get bounce in this position, move your free arm and free leg up and down. When you have enough bounce and you want to start the roll, you hook with your foot, so you either wrap it around the line or you press it against the line from below, and then when you're up on the way up in a bounce, you use your free arm to get momentum, grab it, complete the roll. You can also do this one the other way around. If you feel comfortable with these 2, you can even try a double roll. The third trick that you can try is the belly roll. For this one, you first have to get to the starting position belly. From Korean, you just put both hands on front, you put weight on them, you move the leg behind you above the line. From that position, you can get bounce by moving your upper body and your lower body up and down in the same rhythm. When you have enough bounce, you can try the belly rolls. I recommend starting with the back belly roll because I found it a bit easier at the beginning. And for this one, you throw your legs up. You will have your hip on top of the line again. You have to press yourself up at the end, but then you have completed the back belly roll. And for the front belly roll, you have to throw your upper body to the front, and at the end of the roll, you have to kick with your legs to complete the roll and stay on top of the line. Okay, and now we are already at the last trick that I want to show you today, which is the soft roll. For this one, you also have to move from Korean to the starting position, You put one leg in front of you over the line and then you sit in sofa. This can feel a bit scary and shaky at first, but don't worry, you don't fall far, especially when clipped into the Hangover, and also when not, it's not bad to fall. When you're in sofa, you can collect bounce either by moving your arms up and down or by grabbing with the hands and moving one leg up and down. When you feel like you have enough bounce to do the roll, on the way up, approximately in the middle, the timing is a bit more critical here. You either throw yourself forward or backward. At the beginning of the roll, you want to make yourself smaller to rotate a bit faster, and at the end you want to extend your legs to stop the rotation in the right moment. Yeah, that's basically it. Just one small hint in case you're trying these without the Hangover. If you're trying the back sofa roll and you slip from the line to the front, you could end up in quite a nasty shoulder position, so just make sure that you let go of the line in this case. So now you know 4 tricks that you can try on a highline without prior slacklining knowledge. Of course, when you start highlining, it's also important to practice standing up and doing a few steps and so on, but just trying this over and over again might be a bit exhausting and also a bit boring. So you might want to spice it up with a few freestyle tricks. I hope you give them a try and I hope you have fun with them.